How are you? Do I have permission to coach you today?
You do. I'm doing all right, but I'm leaving next week for my trip to Florida, and I'm not feeling bikini ready.
You mentioned when we first began our sessions that you wanted to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. It's about that time, and you were pretty excited about it. What has changed?
I was excited, but now I'm disappointed because I only lost 8 pounds and vacation's right around the corner. I failed my goal.
Nah. But what have you learned in the past 2 months? There has to be like some advantages or positives.
Well, I've started to eat healthier. I'm more inclined to pick up an apple than a bag of chips, and I have begun to exercise. I don't lead such a sedentary lifestyle anymore.
That's good. 8 pounds is a big accomplishment for such a short amount of time. You should be really proud of yourself. I understand why you're feeling this way, but you have shown such great commitment to reaching your goal.
I've never thought of it that way. I feel more confident about how far I have come, and I know I will reach my goal soon.
That's great. Just keep staying focused. Hi, how are you doing today? Do I have permission to coach you?
You do. I'm doing all right, but I'm leaving next week for my trip to Florida, and I'm not feeling bikini ready.
Well, when we first started our sessions, you mentioned how you wanted to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. Are you there yet?
No, I kept trying, but those last 2 pounds just won't come off. I feel like I'm doing all that I can, and it isn't enough.
Have you really been trying your hardest? Let's be honest with ourselves.
I may have slipped up here and there.
Well, have you learned anything over these 2 months?
There's no bright side. I've learned that I won't be wearing a two-piece.
Well, that's not very helpful nor useful.
I don't feel like you're listening to me, and I don't feel supported. You've just seen 2 examples of reframing in action. In our good example, our coach is able to reframe our client's negative view of her weight loss goal. Instead of looking at it as a failure, the coach redirects our client's perception so that she may see other positive outcomes. She doesn't disregard her client's feelings, but instead validates them and shows the client that she's committed to reaching her goal.
In the bad example, our coach is dismissing our client's feelings. Although her concern may seem trivial, there are her feelings, and feelings are never wrong. The coach doesn't offer any positive alternatives and allows her client to ruminate and her perceived failure.
Yeah.